Hello everybody, and welcome to Hexahedra. My name is Jeff, you can call me Jeff. Hey Batman, thanks for claiming first. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the game a bit. Just to set the scene, this is a new game that came out last week. What exactly was the release date again? It was May 16th, so 4 days ago, as of the stream, this recording. And the Red Circuit family, we're doing a little bit of a competition. There's some of the later levels after the demo levels. We're doing a competition to see who can come up with the best solution as measured in the fewest number of steps. I'm coming into this blind. I haven't watched anyone else play it yet. But it's a bit of a puzzle game. If you're familiar with Zachtronics, it's like those kind of games. I believe. Double check. I think it's around like the first 14 levels are what was in the demo. So 15 and the next several are what the competition is based on. Let's see, there was an announcement over here. Yeah, 15, 16, and 17 are what we'll be doing. It goes through the 30th, so we'll have a chance to see and compare our scores to each other's and do all that. Maybe in and out. Spent several hours getting things set up for the outdoor kennel. Body hurts. Ugh. Wally! Let's get up and running. Play. You step inside the WizCore factory and follow the tatty signs reading Danter Hexahedra, factory director. You're even first ear. He looks up as you enter. Ah, you're here. Yes, that's wonderful. Welcome to WizCore Cube Fab. I know I said you'd be training with our floor manager, but she's, taken some leave. Yes, very short notice. Nothing to worry about, though. I've disassembled the robot responsible. We're quite safe. I'll train you up myself. I'll show you to the break room. You can leave your things there, and we'll head straight out to the factory. Right then, this way. He just flips and turns. Exit, stage right. Thank you for claiming first, Wally, by the way.
Hey, listen!
Alrighty. Level 1. Up and running. Let's get off all the tooltips. I set this factory up yesterday. It spruces up some scrap cubes I bought on the cheap. I'll talk you through it to show you how our manufacturing works. Yes, this is the same game Wally played. It's a puzzle. Repeating tutorials, by the way, if you ever want to repeat a levels tutorial, press this button. Question mark, repeat. Alright. Source cubes. These, over here, are the cubes we're starting with. Left click and drag the cube to see its different sides. Ah, cool. Cool. When you release the cube or rotate back to its default rotation, cubes always enter the factory in their default rotation. Yeah, so you're gonna have a great night, Batman. Also, hey, Nutmeg. Hello. Alright, so cubes are always gonna come in looking like this. And you can switch views, that's cool. Oh, look at all these keyboard shortcuts for everything. That'll be fun. Cubes always enter the factory in their default rotation. Okay. This is the cube we want to make. The paint has been cleaned off and the damaged wooden face has been removed. You can switch to the net view to see the whole cube at once. Click the cross button for that. Okay, I did it already. Such a fabulous day.
Not being suspicious.
Okay. I saw in the settings there's a way to just have this always on by default. So we want 1 in, 5 out. Okay. Command tracks. So these are the commands. This is the command track. Commands placed here are executed in order, looping at the end. I've set these commands up for you and locked them in place so you can see a factory in action. Okay. Moving the camera. Move the camera by right-click dragging or with the arrow keys. Zoom with the mouse wheel or the plus and minus keys. Lean the camera by middle-click dragging or with the numpad keys. Unless you're a possum, is what Numega's about to say. Lean the camera by middle-click dragging or with the numpad keys. Okay. I'm not gonna remember all that. Ready to run! Press the run button to start the factory. The buttons to the right will speed up the process. If you're ever not sure what a device or a command does, run the factory to see it in action. There's no penalty for mistakes. Good. Alright, so we've got run, shortcut 1. Cool. 2, just speed up. 3, 4. Redo history. Nothing to redo. Undo. Run 1 step with tab. Cool. Pause with the space bar. Okay. So this is the cleaner. It looks like little sponges. Something. Cleaner scrubs the paint off the panel facing it. The sourcer adds a cube from a numbered source. Oh, so you could pull from 1 and then pull from 2 or something like that. And puts it in the middle of the workstation. Right? The shipper picks a completed cube and sends it to the numbered target. So target 1, source 1, target 1. Be sure that a cube matches the target before shipping. The heater, it's got like little blue flames on it. Okay. The heater will set fire to any wooden panels on the cube, destroying them. Okay, that's as far back as we zoom. Alright. So what commands we got here? Delete the track. Reverse the track direction? Huh. Alright, trigger sourcer 1, locked. Add a new cube to the workstation for source 1. Run to here 5. Set 5 times since we need 5 of them. Alright, so bring in the source. Rotate the cube up because we need the painted side facing this and the wooden... it's the wrong button. The wooden side is already down though. Trigger cleaner, which is up. Trigger the heater. But if we rotate up, I don't know. That doesn't seem right. Trigger shipper, which is locked, and go back to home, which would be here. So I'm just gonna step through it with tab. Bring 1 in. Cool. Next thing, it'll rotate it up. Trigger the scrubber. Cool. So it still burned it off even though I expected we'd have to be on the front or like rotate it back down to use the burner. I guess I'm wrong. And that shipped it. Now we go back to home. Now it'll say 4 probably. No. Run to here. I don't know. Let's go. Let's just run it. Scrub. Fire. Send it. Loop. I'm gonna make it go faster. Ta-da! Stats tracking. By default, Hexahedra sends your solutions to the stats server to update the global stats and friends leaderboards. We're supposed to have one for Red Circuit. I'll see if I can figure out how to get on that. The server also awards achievements. It's here to serve us. Unlike Played Up, where we are here to serve it. You can opt out of sending stats completely. You can also tell the stats server not to update the global or friends stats individually. Okay. Separately, you can choose not to see the global or friends stats and stuff. So, yeah, this isn't something I need to worry about since I couldn't change anything. Next level. Level 2. On the way back from the factory floor, Dantar stops off at a kitchen filled with shelf upon shelf of herbal teas. He tells you to help yourself and makes a peppermint infusion. Alright, now you've seen a factory in action. I'll walk you through setting up one of your own. Dantar sips his tea and immediately spits it back into the cup. This is full of... That ridiculous kitchen bot has put salt in the sugar bowl. Look, grab the headset off that pile of boxes. I'll sort out the kitchen before we find out. The soup of the day is cream of engine oil, and we can talk through the factory process as you go. Over to you. Good news, I've managed to track down the sugar. Anyway, it's time for you to have a go at building a factory. You're going to add devices by dragging them from the supply here. You can add devices to the left, right, top, bottom, rear of a workstation. Left, right, top, bottom, rear. The middle slot places a device at the rear. Adding commands. You can add commands by dragging them, remove them by dragging them away, or by right-clicking them, left-clicking a command in the supply, or pressing its keyboard shortcut will add it to the currently highlighted track. This method will preserve any gaps in the commands. Put the pointer over a command slot and press the command's shortcut key to add it to that slot. So like here, they are pointing at a number and then hitting the key down here to put them in those spaces. Which would be nice if you're putting like the same thing multiple times, like rotate, rotate, rotate. Okay. Continue. A worked example. This workstation will also clean the cubes. It doesn't contribute to your progress, but you can use it as a reference as you build your workstation. You can probably clean the cubes more efficiently in yours. With fire! No. This factory can't be edited while it's running or paused. Press stop at any time to reset the factory and make changes. That's a shortcut for that.
Lurk much?
Little lurk. Alright, Wally, see you in a bit. The color key. How do I change it to English? Alright, so we're pulling in one that has 2 things of paint. Trigger rear device. Ooh, rotate it clockwise, anti-clockwise. So we're sending it out clean. We're just scrubbing the paint off. It's going to come in with the front and top. So if I wanted like... you brought the sorcerer in here. Rotate once, scrub. Rotate that way, scrub again. Send it. Okay, so if we're going for fewest number of steps, probably you want to put 2 scrubbers and not rotate it more than once. if I can get away with that. If I have a scrubber on top and I'm back, trigger scrubber, that's only one rotation, and then we send it. So is that a sorcerer? Yeah, has to be there. I want a shipper here. Cleaner. Here and here. Alright, we trigger the sorcerer. We rotate it once this way. Then trigger the top device, the rear device, and then ship it. And go back home. Seems right. Let's just run it. Rotate. Clean. Clean. Ship it. And at 4x speed is fast. Cool. So number of steps, 29. Number of commands, 6. Number of devices, 4. Alright, I know I'm friends with Wally and Yuvri. Wonder why they're not showing up. Let's go back to the menu. Beep, beep, beep. Let's go into the options. Friend stats. That looks like the same message. Run 1 step speed, 4x, invert mouse camera leaning. 3D, 2D, Alright. Not sure why it's not going. A lick of paint. Clean cubes are all very well, but customers will want their cubes customized to their specifications, which often means painting them. As you arrive the next morning, Dantar has what looks suspiciously like half a kitchen bot in pieces on his desk. Ah, good morning. We had a straightforward order come in overnight. It's perfect for you to practice on. Let's head to the factory floor and I'll show you how to set up spray painters. Oh, I probably should have told you to bring a packed lunch. Kitchen pot. The order that came in was for some cubes painted yellow. Let's set up a production line. Here's what the customer wants. A cube painted yellow round the middle, but not the left and right sides. Rotate it to check it out. So just straight up the middle. Okay. And it's coming in clean. Cool. There's an important rule about shipping cubes. It doesn't matter which way up a cube is when you ship it. Okay. As long as 2 opposite sides are unpainted and the rest are yellow, the customer will accept the cube. To paint a cube side, we use a spray painter. It comes in several colors. Left-click the red one to bring up a list. Okay. I did turn on colorblind help. There we go. Left click, not right click. So that's the color blindness has the different shapes on it. Cool. Left click the yellow hatch to switch to a yellow spray painter. Place the devices and commands we need to paint the cubes. Let's get shipping. Alright. I'm thinking... Comes in, paint it, rotate it, paint it, send it. Right? So we got the sorcerer already. Shipper. Yellow spray painter. Yellow spray painter. Source. Spray, spray. Rotate. Up one. Spray. Spray. Nope, not a reverse. Can I... ship it. Go back. Home. Bring it in. Paint. Paint. Flip. Paint. Paint. Send it. Next. Alright. Go. Cool, cool. 39 steps. Next level. You arrive in Dentar's office and hear shouting somewhere in the factory. Oi, you! Yes, you! You dozy waste of power! Those canisters were clearly labeled, but you've managed to spoil an entire batch of cubes. Restock everything, but don't connect any hoses until I've inspected everything. Do you hear me? Dentar slams open the office door. Fantastic. One of the factory bots loaded the wrong color paint into one of the sprayers. Part of the latest batch needs repainting. You sort that out, I'm gonna run some diagnostics on the bot fleet. Something very odd is going on around here. It's a competition, isn't it? They're messing with us. Decorating cubes. These cubes, right hand, it's just a reference, okay. These cubes were assembled correctly, but some of them got painted the wrong color, which we need to fix. Okay. Look at the source and target cubes. The client wanted their logo stamped onto a red background, but they got cyan. So it's the same as last time. But we have a logo now. Okay. We can spray straight over the top of the old color. I need to clean it first? No need to clean it first. Okay, good. That didn't make sense at first. The paint will cover up the logo though, so we'll need to restamp it with a decorator. Additional command tracks. Ooh. Doing all this will take more than one track of commands. And add an extra forward, left to right, or reverse, right to left tracks by dragging from the supplies below the stop button. Okay. Drop them wherever you need them. You can also click to add new tracks to the workstation containing the highlighted track. Each workstation can have a maximum of 5. Extra tracks can also be deleted if a workstation only has 1 track. Attempting to delete it removes all its commands instead. Interesting. The switch track up and switch track down commands allow you to move the command marker between tracks. Interesting. If you want to move the tracks to see behind them, you can drag them with this handle. Okay. Drag off to the side and they'll pop out into their own window. Try it now. Cool. Set up your workstation to fix the cubes and get them shipped. See if you can do it faster than the workstation on the right. Right. how are they doing it? So they're bringing one in. They're basically looping around, actually, it looks like. But they're doing it linearly here. They're painting all 4 sides. Oh, no, they stamped it. Paint. Rotate. Switch down to here. I like how it swung. Stamp. Paint. Flip. Stamp. Flip. Stamp. Send it. Huh. Okay. So what if can I unlock this? I can't. It's locked. Okay. Oh, so we could like turn it down, and then depending on if it's a left or right one is how it'll swing. I think. All right. Okay, I had an idea, but that won't work. Okay, we got to keep in mind how it comes in, too. So it's going to come in where we have to rotate it up. Unless we want to rotate it this way and work with it. I don't think we want to do that. If we had, like, multiple sprayers or stampers... I don't know if that would be any fewer steps than... You know, it would remove some rotations. Yes. Alright, we wouldn't be able to clean it if we wanted to. Sorcerer... First time we get to put that in ourselves. Forward command track, backward command track. Okay. I mean, to start with, let's just set it up the way they have it, I guess. Sorcerer. Or as I say, let's do it this way and then immediately do something different. Paint. Paint. Stamp. Ship. So, send one in. Go ahead and paint the top and bottom. Oh, how do I... Well, adding and removing commands. So it looks like clicking is the only way to remove them. I was hoping backspace or something would take it out. Backspace or delete, but it doesn't look like it does. I actually want top, bottom. So spray both sides. We rotate it once. We can spray them again. And stamp the one we just sprayed in the first step. Rotate. Stamp number 2. Now we have to go down to a track that we need to add. Okay, so we stamped. So it's sprayed by the time we get here. We stamp the back, flip it, stamp the back. Need to, once again, flip it. Stamp the back, flip it, stamp it, ship it. Repeat. I don't have a go back home on it. Alright, so that'll do it. I just don't know if it'll be faster. So how many steps is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. It's the same number of steps. Unless I can get away with not having that. Hey, Wally. Nope. Needs to go back home. And I bet these count as steps. Okay. Oops. And I guess technically by using the home I have fewer steps. Because they're including 9 and 10 on theirs. I'm really looking forward to, I think we're getting to a point where we'll be able to run commands in parallel. So like I can paint, and then stamp and paint, and then stamp and paint. Nope, I've got nobody else's scores, Wally. Just mine. I'm also friends with Yivri. I don't know, maybe I need to restart the game. But I logged in once before and set it up before actually starting the game. Next level. You arrive on Monday morning to find Dantar looking the most relaxed you've ever seen him. Good morning. Do grab a tea from the kitchen. Everything's up to standard in there now. How was your weekend? I've spent mine looking into our bot problems. I didn't spot any malfunctions, but I've restored most of them to their default settings, and they're much better behaved now. An order's come in, and I think you're ready to tackle it solo. I'm going to press on with the last few resets. See you at lunchtime. Alright, I'll leave this one to you, but just let me show you some helpful tools. If you want to rewind the factory and watch part of your solution play out again, you can drag the timeline backwards and use the play buttons as normal. Okay. Undo and redo. Control Z, Control Y. Nice. Browse the list of changes you can undo by clicking the button. Okay. An entry in the list will undo or redo everything up to and including that change. Maximum devices. You can have up to 5 devices per workstation, including one behind the cube. Alright. And we definitely need an in and an out. Looks like we're painting and stamping again. Oh, we're only stamping every other one. Huh. So that defeats my idea of, I kind of wanted... What was I thinking? I'm gonna have to have a scrubber, a stamper, and a painter, so I can't multiple up on those things. Alright. So it comes in like this. Can't do anything with the face that's facing me. I have to rotate it at least once to get that gone. But it also doesn't matter which sides other stuff is on, right? So if I like source... I'm assuming scrubbing takes the logo off as well. Now if we can, this one's already painted the right color. So if I can get away with not repainting that, that'd be cool. Actually, bring the box in and stamp it right away, right? 'Cause it's the right color. Stamp it. Stamp, paint. I need to paint 3 sides. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 would be in the back. This is facing the top when it comes in. So if I scrub that when it comes in, it'll just be good. I can rotate the box this way and then ship it this way. I think that's how to do it. So, source. That's not right. Already messed it up. Source is in the back. Source from the back. Stamp that blue side. Scrub the top side. Paint the right side. Rotate it once. This way. Paint that side, which will be this yellow. That'll cover up the yellow and the logo. Rotate the same way. Paint again. We've now painted... Let's see, we brought it in, stamped the blue side, painted the far side. Laramie! Hey! Welcome in and thank you for the bits! We're making boxes. Actually, we're just coloring them right now. So we're bringing it in, stamping here, painting happy little boxes. Yep. And if there's any mistakes, we just burn them. Stamp, rotate once, stamp, paint, rotate, paint, rotate, paint, and we stamp the side that's now facing this way will be opposite. And that's 1, 2, 3 paints, so we should be done after that stamp. We just need one more track. Going back the other way. Alright, so go down. What? Not there. Go down. Ship it, which is this one, and back to home. I think that's it. Box Ross. Bring it in, stamp, scrub the top, paint that side. This out of the way. Alright, that side's good. That side's good. Stamp. Did I missed a rotate? What did I get? First of all, it's the wrong color. Okay. I need him to be blue. Can I just strike that on top? Okay. What am I doing? Alright, so we brought it in. Stamped the one blue side. Scrubbed off the red. Painted that side. Rotated once, so the new paint is now in the back. Paint the right. Rotate it again. Paint the side. Stamp it. Yeah, there is one more. We need to rotate it one more time. Why does it go down there? Rotate it once. Paint the last side. Where are you? I gotta flip it. Flip it down. V. V. Flip it down. Rotate it one more time. The keyboard shortcut's still... Oh, I'm on the wrong track, I guess. What's the thing? Rotate it. One more time. Paint it one more time. Then we ship it. Go home. Stamp, scrub, rotate. Oh, paint, rotate, paint, rotate. Oh, that's not right either. I don't need to paint that side. I painted over the logo I put on. I got the paint right this time. It's missing the one logo. Okay. So we do need... Well, we stamped the first side. Scrub. Paint. Rotate it once and paint. Rotate it again. We don't need to paint this one. Can I multi-select? I think that should do it now. Stamp, scrub, paint, rotate, paint, rotate, don't paint, but stamp. Rotate one more time, paint it, ship it. That should do it. Yeah, there's the green one. Oh, you can't see it behind me. This whole time, you haven't been able to see it. So yeah, down here is what I've been looking at for sources and targets. Alright, let's go faster. Now that we know we have it. Alright, so steps 64. It looks like I'm... So you could do it in a smaller number of steps. We'll come back around. I want to at least get through these tutorial levels. Reset Kitchen Bot cooks your lunches to perfection. Afterwards, you head back to Dantar's office. Things are actually running smoothly for once. I found one more thing the bots had managed to mess up, though. They'd removed the lids from a batch of crates and were hauling them over to the payload base. No idea what they were planning on putting in them. Anyway, we'll just pop the lids back on, paint them, and get them shipped off. There's a knack to assembling cubes. I'll come with you and show you how it works. Here we are. The bots took the metal lids off these cubes. Merging cubes. So we have two types of source cubes. Ooh. First one is wooden, but has no panel on the left. The second is just a metal face. So it's missing that one. This one's just a metal face. Huh. Okay. We can combine these into one complete cube as long as we make sure the panels don't collide. Okay. So they want a metal side facing, a wooden side facing, and the other four are painted green. Okay, this merge is valid. Huh. The two partial cubes can slide together without colliding. There are only two reasons a merge can fail, shown below. This merge fails because the two cubes have panels in the same positions, the front and the back. When the cubes try to merge, these panels collide. Here, the wooden cube has a panel facing towards the metal one. Nothing can slide past this panel, and the cubes collide. So you can't put, like, the back one through, or the right one through the left one, looks like. Okay. To see a failed merge, run the factory as it stands. The metal panel will try to fill the empty left side, but it'll approach from a closed side of the wooden cube, so they'll collide. Okay. Level failed. Collision. The metal panel can't pass through the top wooden panel. It collided right there. If you ever want to examine a cube in the factory, click on it to bring up a visualization. Oh, look at that. Cool. Replay error to watch it again. Click stop to reset the factory. Yeah, let's watch it again. Crunch. I like how it even, like, cracked. Okay. In order to merge the cubes, you'll need to move one of the saucers so that the panels arrive from an acceptable direction. Sort that out, and you'll be able to deliver the cubes as ordered. Okay. Nope. Is there a key to this? Okay. So they're sourcing from here and here. But the metal is going to come in. Gonna have to come in this way. What do you call a bear that does karate? Grizzly. Thank you, Batman. Thank you. So Sorcerer 1 is the wooden box. Sorcerer 2 is the metal box, and we'll ship. I think we're gonna ship through the back. We'll have painters top and bottom. They need to be green. Which one? It's got the circles. So it's this one? Well, that looks darker than this. So one there, one there. So this Sorcerer 1, Sorcerer 2. Alright. So that's 1 step, 2 step, paint step, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think we need another track. So the 2 sources, paint it top and bottom. Rotate it once this way. Paint it top and bottom again. And then ship it. Go back home. So metal 1, wooden 1. That looks right. Paint the bottom, paint the top, rotate it once. Paint, paint, ship. Nice. We wanted to. Yeah. Alright. Let's go fast. This is the normal speed. It's fast speed. Hey, there's Wally. Ooh, Wally did. Oh, the exact same number of steps. There's somehow one less command. I wonder if it's because the other ones are so much more tutorial-like? I don't know. Let's go back and check the stats. Going solo. Play. Yeah, so you're on here now. Got your beat on steps. Did you just sign back in? Maybe that was something to do with it. Did it 2 different ways. One had fewer commands and more steps. One had fewer steps and more commands. Yeah. Alright, I don't know. Then. So yours was... Oh, so you did it with... Wait, commands and steps. So commands is like the number of types of commands you used? Yeah, we have the same number of devices. But like, wait, that was this one, right? I'm gonna load it again. So like if I was somehow able to do it with like removing one of the sprayers, but rotating it more times, does that remove a completely different... Oh, color key. The color blindness. Then I would never be using this command. That's a weird... But then you have to rotate it more times. I don't know. What's the, Commands is the number of commands in the line. Oh. Okay. So... I just want to go back. What's this? All command tracks? Hide all... Oh, you can just hide them. Sweet. This one you only did once, with 8 commands. Alright, back to the menu. It's weird that I can't... Okay, it came back to here. Wait, so this one was the same. Same number of steps. Just one less command. I could have sworn that was different. Okay, so the previous one, going solo, had the same number of commands, but mine had fewer steps. Did you forget the home button, maybe? I don't know. Alright. Well, at least we got stats. I can... Assuming I'm got the better solution. Give Wally some crap. You pass Dantar making more mint tea. He sips it with only minor trepidation, and you see him sigh happily at the sweet flavor. He beckons you to follow him into his office. Good job. We often receive disassembled cubes. They're easier to transport in bulk. We've got some that need assembling right now. It'll be good practice for you. He recites a little rhyme as he heads back out to the factory floor. The best thing about a mint tea, when savored, I think you'll agree, the herbal infusion creates a perfusion of flavor that sets your tongue free. Moving commands. So you can multi-select. Select commands by dragging a box around them. Hold down Control to add to the selection rather than replacing it. Add to... Okay. Hold Control while clicking individual commands to add or remove them from the selection. Left click and drag to move it. Dragging a selected command will move the entire selection. Hold Shift when picking up commands to take a copy. Sweet! Press Tab when moving commands to flip the selection. It's useful when dropping commands into a track running in the opposite direction. Okay. That's awesome. More merging. These cubes came disassembled into pairs of panels. I need you to put them together. I already forget now. It's Tab to flip. Shift when you pick up. Tab to flip. Don't forget, the position of the sources is crucial in creating valid merges. Yeah, there wasn't a control, was there? Moving and copying commands? That's where you do it, Wally. Okay, So we're bringing in pairs. One's green and one's unpainted, or black. Yikes, okay. And it's gonna come in black on the front and green on top. So this green is already correct. Okay, so if it comes in like this. Okay, if it comes in facing me like this, I need to rotate it like twice in some direction at least. But the only way I'm going to be able to do it is to like flip it this way, and it's like they're going to be like making, it's going to have to come in 3 times. I'm just going to have to see it. Whoops. Nothing happened. Alright, bring one in. Looks like this. Nope, wanted to just dismiss that. So bring it in. Oops, I already did that. Bring it in. Turn it this way and this way. How does it look then? Comes in, rotate, rotate. Next one comes in. Perfect. And then if we rotate it this way and this way, it won't make it past that panel. Oops. Just to prove it, this, source. Bring it in, rotate it twice, bring it in, rotate it twice. I think that red light means it already knows it's gonna break. Crash. Okay. So let's bring it in from the top instead. This will be the top. I want to rotate it. Turn it that way and then this way. Cool. That way, this way. Cool. So now it looks like that. Which is almost right. If I could think of a way to get the greens together the right way, that'd be cool. So I can step backward, right? There. So at this point it looked like I want to rotate it one time. Because these three are supposed to be like Basically like this and like this. That visual probably doesn't work very well. So that last green is supposed to be on the bottom there? Stop. So brought it in, rotate up. So it's green in the back right now. Bring the next one in. It's now green on top and in the back. And I want to put the green there next. Right? I want it like there and there. So I rotate it up twice and this way once. Up, up. Actually, let's go down. V. Okay, rotate it up twice. Rotate it up twice. Okay. It's weird that it doesn't like unselect. And rotate it again this way. Wait, no, that needs to be here. Brought one in, rotated, brought one in. Turn it once, turn it up twice. So there, there. These can go away. That. Bring one in. There, there. Nope. Bring it in, rotate it, bring it in, rotate it, bring it in, rotate it. But now it's the old way. Not what I wanted. I want to get away with not painting the one side, the green sides, and only painting blue. I'll put the green here, and it's in back. Up twice, and this way once. Up one, up two, this way once. Nope, that isn't right. Yeah, it is right. So green will be on top. So why didn't it work before? I went this way, and then up one, two. I need to go twice this way first, then over. Okay. So up twice. Over one, drop it in. That way. Drop it in. 1, 2, turn it again. Alright, pause with space. So now it looks... I mean, it's technically different. But as a cube, it still works. It's those three that way. We just need to paint the other three sides now. Okay, so it comes in facing forward. Rotate it this way. This way. We want to paint that side. We need to paint this side. And bring that in. Let's try it again. That way and up. Put the sprayer in the back, maybe? It's more sprayers than I want to use. But it'll be fewer steps overall, right? The last one comes in facing forward, so we need to rotate it once. Anyway, like there's no way around that. That's the default enter. So, rotate. Rotate one more time that way. Okay. Shift all these over one. And spray on that side. This box in, turns it, sprays it, drops the next one in. Turn, turn, rotate, spray this side, drop the next one in. How do I That just deletes it. Rotate, rotate. Spray this side. Rotate down. Spray. Drop in from the top. Rotate it one more time that way. Spray from this side. The delivery wherever in the back, I guess. And then deliver, go home. I think that'll work. Matches. Alright, zip through the rest of it. Alright. Would have been cooler to use one sprayer, but hey, Tide Wally. Used one fewer device. Ugh. Alright, next level. You find Danter sitting at his desk looking despondent. Is that the face of despondency to you? It looks like our bot problem has returned. Last time they loaded the wrong paint, this time the wrong type of panels. It's not too hard to fix, we just need to swap some panels around. Fixing the bots, though, I'll dig around for the repair manuals. They're in here somewhere. You hit escape, go to help, and then look for the section. Dantar. Adding and removing panels. Ooh, plus minus. Panel storer. Those wretched bots loaded up the wrong panels into some sourcers I was using, so the cubes were built incorrectly. Adding and removing panels. The two wooden panels are next to each other, but the customer wants them on opposite sides. Okay. I think I want to start with that open by default. Okay. The panel storer lets you rearrange the panels on a cube. Can store 3 panels. When triggered, removes and stores the facing panel. It has room. No panel is present, adds the panel removed most recently. So it's a stack, not a cube. First in, last out. No, last in, first out. LIFO. When triggered, the panel storer removes and stores the panel facing it. Each panel storer can hold up to 3 panels. I know last in, first out, and first out, last in. It's just FIFO and LIFO are the 2 terms you see like places. Nobody says philo or foley. If there is no panel facing the storer, it instead adds a panel to the cube from the top of its stack. This means that the panel stored most recently is the first one to be re-added. If the storer doesn't have space to store any more panels, triggering it has no effect. Cool. So you could leave it in as a step, but it won't do anything. Probably counts as a step, though. Use a panel storer to rearrange the panels and fix the cubes. Okay. So it's going to come in. Basically, bring it in, pull one side off. Ooh. Oh, there's got to be a tricky way to do this. Because we have to rotate it once to put the wooden side back on. Okay, so wooden, pull the metal off. Rotate it this way to put the metal on. Rotate it twice to put the wood back on. Okay, so if we source from here, take off the metal, take off the wood, and then do some fancy rotating and send it out. Alright, so source. Trigger the top and back, actually. Top and back. Rotate it down once. We got the top and the back. Rotate it down and put the top one on. Rotate it twice. Put the back one on. Ugh. Go down. And send it and home. Move this out of the way. Okay, so we brought it in. Remove. Took the wood panel off. Oh, this is the shipper. Oh god. Duh. This one should not be here. Bring it in, trigger the top and the rear. Rotate it down. Can I just... No. I'm having trouble grabbing just the commands. Okay. And doing it this way. I don't know how to unselect. That'll work. Because if I don't do that, then I don't need the additional track either. Do it all in 10 steps. Alright, so we bring it in. Remove a panel from the top. Remove a panel from the back. It now looks like that. Rotate it once. Put the wood panel back on the top. Rotate it twice. Put the metal panel back on the back. Ship it. Got it. It is pretty fun to watch. Same number of steps as Wally. As you walk through the factory, a clang behind you makes you turn around. You see something, small and low to the ground, scurry around a corner. You walk back to where it disappeared. The corridor is empty, but a trail of spots of a black liquid leads toward one of the small floor-level openings the maintenance bots use. Perhaps one got damaged. One too many commands? It's fine. I probably could have used the stack, huh? Anyway, Antar's voice sounds from a speaker and bounces down the corridor. Morning! The mainframe said you'd arrived. I'm going to start putting you to work on some of the bigger production lines. You're ready, and it'll let me focus on other things. Come straight to the factory floor. I'll see you there. Multiple workstations. So far, we've set up small production lines. Now we'll work on something a bit bigger and use 2 workstations. Ooh. Okay. Just looking over here at what's coming in. We need to combine some metal and wooden panels. We'll work with the two materials separately and merge them at the end. Reassembly. The metal panels will need rearranging into the same formation as the wooden ones, then the two halves will slide together to produce the required result. Yes. To coordinate the workstations, you now have access to two await commands. Ooh. Is it these? Send cube left, down, up, the right, await. Pauses until a cube is present. Pauses the workstation until a cube arrives from another workstation. Okay. To coordinate the workstations, you now have access to two await commands. The await cube command pauses the workstation until it contains a cube or part of one. If a cube's already present, the workstation will just carry on. The await cube arrival is similar, but it won't continue just because a cube is already present. A cube or part of one will need to arrive from elsewhere. So we could like manipulate the wooden stuff and have it ready for the metal thing to just come in while the metal's working, maybe. And once the metal slides in, then this will send it out. Yeah. There's also a set of send cube commands that pass a cube to the next workstation in a particular direction. Ooh, I hope these work in parallel. Ooh. Colliding with devices. Cubes must not collide with devices when moving between workstations. Triggering a device in a cube's path will halt the factory. It takes 2 steps for a cube to complete its move. Triggering a blocking device on the second step of the cube's movement will also halt the factory. The only exception is when the cube has only one panel and isn't straddling 2 workstations at the end of its first step. In this case, triggering the device in the other workstation will not block the cube. Alright, rearrange, merge, ship. These new commands will allow you to create the cubes the customer ordered. You sort that out. I'm going to check the bots that the bots haven't messed up anything else today. Alright, these are probably locked in place. Can't move them. Alright, tell me these run in parallel. Source and source. Oh, beauty. So this comes in looking like that. We need to move like one of these. Okay. So if we want to try doing it without sliding, without having to rotate this at all, we could try to pull this panel off. Maybe this one. Then like down and twist. Except that's too many steps. Maybe I just start this one later. Alright, let's get this one ready to receive. And then figure out where we need to put this one. So I think bring it in. That comes in like this, right? No, like that. Okay. I think I am gonna need to rotate this. If I rotate it, that's not the button. Okay, bring this one in and rotate it this way. Then it'll be like Pac-Man coming over. Send it over. Let's see what happens. I know it'll technically crash. It'll come this way and it'll go over 1, 2. Okay. So I just leave a blank. Or I could have it like put something new in if I wanted to over here. I don't want it to. On this side, I want it to be able to ready to receive, like basically move this one down. So bring it in. Pull off a side. Think here. So this track. Pull that side off. And we'll rotate it fancy to make it fit the other one before it gets here. Pull that side off. Need to rotate and rotate. So this. This way and this way. I don't like it. Hold up. It comes in looking like... One more time. I pull the back off. Rotate it this way and put the back on. That's what I need to do. Put that there. Alright, bring it in. Take the back off. Rotate it forward. Put the back on. Perfect. But yeah, that's right, right? Yep. And then ship it. So now we ship it. And that'll need one step for the shipping. And then come in. Yeah. Okay. So let's put our shipper. I wonder why there's a cleaner this time. Ship it. And go back home. So you are moving the ship it command, go back home. I think that'll work. Ship it. Oh, I have the ship it still in the back, don't I? Why'd I hit the back? This is supposed to be the bottom. Alright. Now go. F10 to hide that. What? I replaced the wrong one. Rotate it down. This is supposed to be the back. I never hit the ship it. Ship it. Okay. So that's... We're both going back to home on 6. Okay. Now? I'll put the panel on and slide that in, ship it. There we go. Eat that, Wally. 29 versus 47. I don't care about the commands. As you approach Danter's office, he opens the door, looks towards you, and frowns. Oh, what? What are you doing up here? It takes you a moment to realize that he isn't talking to you. You turn around and see that a loader bot, hovering silently, is right behind you, almost close enough to touch. In fact, that seems to be what it's trying to do. Its arms are stretched out, and it's looking you straight in the eye. Danter shouts, "Get your floating posterior back down to the loading bay before I decide to do some experimental rewiring on you. We've got 3 deliveries arriving this morning." He waves you into his office and shuts the door. Honestly, I don't know what they're up to. How did it even get up here? Some of the doors are too narrow for it. Resetting them worked for a while. Maybe their memory is getting corrupted. I'll look into it. There's a job in the factory that's ready for you. Head down there and take a look. Alrighty. What number are we on, by the way? I'll go through this intro part first. Merging to victory. We've got some old scrap cubes we can use to fill an order. You'll need to do a fair bit of rearranging and merging. Looks like we've got wait commands now. Sync up. Ooh. Pauses execution into the workstation above. Reaches a sync down command. Ooh. Okay. There are some new commands you can use to coordinate workstations. The sync commands work in pairs. They make a workstation pause until the workstation in the specified direction executes the opposite sync command. Many paths to victory. There are multiple ways you could set up the factory to produce these cubes. Some approaches will benefit from syncs, some won't. Okay. So what number am I on? The menu. 110. Okay. I think it's 15, 16, and 17 are the contest, right, Wally? Check in here again. Ah. Okay. Looks like Yuri's taking care of setting up the friend group too, so we'll be able to see all of everybody who's participating. I just noticed that one. Alright, merging to victory. Let's go back into here. Load it up. Alright. So, well, nothing's gonna happen because we didn't actually trigger the loads. So these are fixed, can't move them. They're gonna come in like too many sides. We only need the 2 red ones. But we've got extras.
lurk much?
Alright, Wally. This will probably be my last level for the night, too. Those are opposite. It's weird. Sus. So that's coming in the right way already. We just need 2 red metal panels on opposite sides. Okay. What I'm thinking is, like, we pick sides off of the metal boxes that are coming in and send them over. So this one will come in and, like, need to be rotated once. But, like, even if I pull the one side off, right, it's not gonna let me slide past that front panel. Just to prove that. Over here, come in from the top. Rotate up. And then just sit there. This one, bring it in. And remove the back and left. The side stacker. So remove that and the one in the back, and then send it over that way. I expect this to crash. Yeah, it already turned red. Crunch. Okay. So this came in. One, 2, 3. Hey, what if we do that? Okay, so what I'm thinking is, instead of in the back, have it down, because it's going to come in. I'm going to start pulling off here. Oh, this. Don't want that. One in the back. Okay. So this needs to come in and actually rotate the other way. A different way. Q. This one is going to come in. I'm going to trigger the bottom device. I don't think I'm going to have a rear device. Rotate it up. Oops. Rotate it up. Shift, drag, put it there. Rotate it up. Remove a side. Rotate it up. Remove a side. Send it over, I think. This side is going to be complicated. Remove. Remove. Send it over. That works. What if I put on a weight here? Ooh. I just noticed something. Okay, so a weight an arrival here. So we pull it apart, send it over, and then it can resume. I was thinking we could do some kind of loop. This will rotate twice. QQ. This will put it back. So the bottom device, rotate it once. Clockwise, send it. So rotate twice and wait. Let's just add another track here because we're gonna need it eventually. F10. Take it. Take it. Take it. Send it. Rotate. Rotate. It arrives. And that went back to start instead of going down to the next track. Okay. Can't wait until I get loops. Alright, bring it back. I'm gonna need to go down to here, send it. That part. At least should work. Get off. Take a side off. Send it over. That can go up. Those will rotate at the same time. Start sending. Send it. Oh, how does that behave? Because I didn't leave a gap. Oh, it's the downward. Okay. That's why. So what if I rearrange these a little bit? Start going through it. Disassemble the box. Send that piece over. I can put that one back up. I first rotate, second rotate, go. Okay, this can ship. That's not ship. Need to put a shipper in. Ship. That'll be there. And then loop. I don't know if I like how many times I'm rotating this and then making that weight. The left side's doing a lot of work, and this is just rotating twice and sending it. Bring it in, take a piece off, rotate it, take a piece off, rotate it, take a piece off, send that piece through. But at least it's the second step of this, we can start working on this. Send that. I think we can... Well, we're gonna have to repeat again. The trigger the bottom part, and this has to happen again. And there's gonna be one more of that. So that's send one, send two, send third one. And reduce or switch all this over a bit. Wait. Was there help moving and copying? Left click and drag, dragging a selected command will move it. Hold shift when picking it up, take a copy, press tab to flip it. Hold down control to add to the selection rather than replacing it. Yeah, I don't see a good way to unselect all these. I wish there was a way to do that. Control? No? Just have to like control click each of them. Alright, so I'm getting lost in my code here. Alright, so this is grabbing the last one, sending the first one. Right. Remove, remove, remove. Send the first one. I need... Put one back. Rotate it. We can swing around and send it. Put one back. Rotate it, send it. Put one back, rotate it, send it. Back to home. I think that'll do it. I think we'll end up with extra parts, so it won't come out to an even number. I think. Okay. Need to put that swing in a better spot, I think. Because that'll cause one delay. Or I can use the sync. Go backward one. Because that one arrived while we were still rotating that. That rotated again while we were swinging around. Sent first step. And we got ahead a step. On the send. The delivering of the box, I mean. We should have waited like before that send. So one pause there. And I might need another one for the next set also. Before that send. Let's see. There. It's waiting. Go. Rotate. So that swing puts the delay in there for us, which is nice. Deliver. Bring that box in. Perfect. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna have to rethink this a bit. Because the first piece comes down. How did that work again? We got through the first box successfully. So we waited for that to come in. Rotated twice. Waited for that to come in. Sent it. We come back home. Bring the box in. Rotate it once. And then wait. I wonder if I did use the syncs, although that would add so many commands. I want to know what these commands are. It's just to clear it out. Okay. Comes in looking like this. We're gonna rotate the boxes. Or rotate this box. One. We could just send this side over if these three sides are missing. I could remove 3 of the sides at once. Like this. Rotate it, send it. Send this one. Put this one in and rotate it, and put this one in and rotate it. But that's so many send ins and rotates. I mean, it feels right doing these two. One of those two, at least. As the removers. Pull these 2 sides off, rotate it, and put that back side on. Maybe. So what if we send this box in? Rotate it once. And then tell it we don't really have to tell it we're ready to receive. We can just say wait until we receive one. Or do we? So we put in a box, rotate it once, tell it, send a box. That's how I'm gonna think of that command. Or send me a panel. Then we're going to, I guess, wait for the panel to arrive. Because it'll take 2 steps after that. Then we rotate twice. Tell the left side we're ready. Ship it. Go back home. Actually, shift that over one and put another. Wait for it to actually arrive before we ship it. And I think that might be all that side needs. This side, however, we bring it in. See, we got the shipper over there. The chipper shipper. Put that on the bottom. So we'll remove. Bring it in. Remove. Rotate, remove, rotate, remove. Then we wait for the signal from the right side to tell us to send it. And then we send it. Put a panel back on. Now we have to go down and tell it, put the panel on, rotate it clockwise. This is me just trying to get it to work, by the way. I do not expect this to be all that efficient. Tell it signal we're ready to send. Send it. And we put it, rotate it, tell them we're ready to send it. So we've sent 1, 2, 3 of the sides, right? We take, put. We need one more put, rotate, wait, send. Alright, so no. Put, rotate. And I'm gonna need one of these. And one more of these. What do? We put, rotate. Let's use the flip thing. So copy it. Tab to swap them. Wait. Send. Go back home. That's so much work on the left side. So that's waiting for the signal. Got its signal. Send it over. Waits for it to arrive. They signal at the same time. Cool. Send it. That waits for it to arrive. That ships. This side is going to wait for the signal from this side that it's ready to receive. We could actually put that... We could swap these, because we can signal send it right before we rotate. Sweet. That's 2 boxes down. Alright, I want to try that. Let's do this. Pick it up, swap it, put it back. And over here, pick these up, swap them with tab, put it back. Right. So it'll wait until it's ready. Now they'll synchronize. It'll rotate, receive, while that one's going back to work. Okay, so let's hide the interface and go. Let it run the rest of the way. Okay, that's like they're stuck for a second there. I don't really like this solution, but it works. Oh yeah, Wally did it in 10 fewer commands there. Or steps. Alright. I'll take it though, it's not part of the competition. I'll come back to it sometime and try to figure it out. Oh, I went on to the next level. You arrive to find Dontar's desk once again strewn with robotic components. A copy of Calvin's Robopsychology is open on the corner. Ah, there you are. This is the bot that was following you yesterday. I can't find a single thing wrong with it. It's a few years old, but it should have plenty of life left in it. There are some worn parts, but nothing that should affect its behavior. He sighs and pushes a memory module away. He turns off a soldering iron and closes the book. Anyway, one of our regular customers has placed an order. I always want the same thing, and they're probably the ugliest cubes anyone's ever ordered. No accounting for taste. I've set aside a large chunk of space for you to work in. Oh, and I've been finding odd patches of black fluid around the place. If you see any, let me know. I saw some. Galaxy's ugliest cubes. I mean, just look at them. A couple wood pieces, a couple purple pieces, and a couple black pieces. And they're coming in... Is that painted wood? Anyway, you've got 4 workstations for this next order, but you might not need all of them. Don't forget you can zoom. Activate a workstation by clicking the green plus at the top left. Okay. Deactivate by clicking the cross in the bottom left. Ah. Don't send a cube into an inactive workstation. The factory will halt. Anyway, off you go. So, I take it these are wooden? Yeah, they're wooden on the inside. These are 3 are metal. Okay. So those need separated and reattached differently. And those come in a corner like that, which is absolutely wrong for how these arrive. Whatever. Anyway, I'm not doing it this stream. We'll pick this up next time. So, wait, we got to... We're on level 11. So we're getting toward the competition stages. But we're not there yet. Let's see who's live. Is nobody alive? Nobody I follow is live? Well. Let's see if we can find somebody to raid. We might have to raid somebody we don't know. Alright, browse. Yep, I'm the only one streaming this game, so... Let's see... Constant Conrad is playing Satisfactory. Let's raid Conrad. Alright. Alright, time to sign off. Let's see, /raid? No, /raid. Alright, so today's Monday. I plan to play Hexahedra next stream also on Wednesday. And, maybe do it again next week until the competition is done. I'm also thinking I'm probably going to do the competition levels like in secret and put just put YouTube videos up after I solve them or after the competition is done. I don't know. Maybe just record those 3 levels separate and stream the other ones, post them. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, gonna do more of Hexahedra on Wednesday and come back to Planet Crafter Sunday for shenanigans. And yeah, in the meantime, check out my YouTube. I play games there that I don't play here on Twitch, and all of the recordings of these Twitch streams also end up over on YouTube if you want to catch up or see some other stuff that I've streamed in the past. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Stick around for the raid. Tell Conrad I said hi. And I will see you all next time. But in the meantime, remember to be kind, have fun, and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.